What's up guys, my name is Swavy, and today we're going to be doing my loadout, and we're just going to be seeing everything that I use for airsoft and my whole entire collection as a whole. Let's get right into it. First, we're going to be doing the pistols. Everyone knows and loves a Hicapa, especially a raced out TM. Let's get right to it. Now, just like any other player, we all love a pistol, and if you don't like a pistol, what the fuck is wrong with you? But anyways, let's just get right into it. Starting off this little pink build right here that I got done. Right here, as you can see, we got a nice little pink purple slide with the gold match outer barrel from a stock TM. And then the lower right here, I believe this is off a Noveridge one. My buddy gave it to me. We did kind of like the serrations and the little cuts into it. Do also have a nice little chrome silver hammer in the back. Has a nice super click to it. It's very solid. We have an AIP charging handle as well. Purple right there. So, and this is actually maxed out with the short stroke kit right there. As you can see right there, it will never lock because of the short stroke, and it's been maxed out completely. And we also have a maple leaf bucking in here, as well as a metal aluminum dynamic precision aluminum nozzle. Now that's just insane. I know I said aluminum a lot, but yo, if you are tired of losing your guys' garden nozzles and just them splitting in half from high pressure, get yourself an aluminum one, because these things have lasted me for so long. I think I'm going on 3 or 4 months without it even cracking. It looks brand new, so it's just absolutely awesome. And I'm actually not running flashlight on this. We do have a tack laser, as you know from COD. Tack laser right there, and that's looking pretty sleek. Now in the back of the beaver tail, we also do have a cow sear, and it's the Trident one, I believe. It's the most expensive one of the cow sears, and that's looking pretty nice. I actually tuned it to the point where I don't really even need to press this down. So as you can see that, I actually don't even need to press this down to engage with the trigger. So super awesome. And this is gonna be the pink one. So before we actually get into this next Hicapa, I actually want to talk about the magazines. And what magazines I actually do use is the AW Chrome one. And honestly, I didn't like it at first because of how you can't really upgrade it as much as the the TM ones and the Wii ones. The problem with it is that the valve inside doesn't let you add aftermarket ones. So that's kind of like a downfall, but I do like the nice chrome one. And I did drop this quite a bit of times, and there's barely no damage. I did change the base plate, and it looks just nice. So depending on how I'm running that day, if it's a cold day, I don't run green gas mags, I just go straight to HPA. As far as indoor gameplay and it's a medium, 80 degrees, I run green gas mags, and I just want to be super mobile, green gas mags. Now, if I want more consistency, I want more play, I actually want, to be an asshole. Primary adapter, and this actually takes M4 mags. As you can see right there, we just have a little tab for your line HPA rig setup. And right here, I did upgrade it with a 9-ball purple gasket, and this gives me more airflow. I'm actually able to run lower PSI on my air tank instead of 110, 120 to get that FPS. I'm able to run 100, 90, sometimes even 80, and then still get the max FPS I can achieve on my pistols. And just take a regular MCM PTS EPM mag, just take it, insert like so, and you got some drip right there, and you got yourself 250 rounds. No problem, looking good, spill some BBs. I'm able to play for hours, if not hours, days. So real quick, I'm actually going to show you what the adapter looks like with the magazine in it. It is kind of funky looking. Not a lot of people dig this style. Honestly, if you were to ask me, I think this is a fairly ugly look, but I love the performance you get out of it. Personally, I love the regular green gas mags. It just super nice and cleaner, drops right out. These are really nice too, like I said, for the consistency if you want more play. Ideally, if you're gonna run this, it's mainly for speed QB games, maybe even pubs, but if you run in pubs, you're just an asshole. So, actually moving on to our next Hicapa, which is my, second and only other Hicapa, we do have the LA Kappa Custom sponsored build. And now, when I mean sponsored, because I'm actually affiliated and sponsored by LA Kappa Customs. By the way, use code SWAVY if you guys want to get, a nice little promotion off, a little discount. Helps me out too. Make sure it lets them know that, hey, we're pulling in customers, we're pulling you guys in to the best Hicapa gang there is out there. Anyways, guys, moving on, we do have the limited edition Limcat slide. Looking pretty sleek, as you can see. Exotic, I'm not sure if you can actually get that right there. Exotic competition race pistol. Sorry, I couldn't read it backwards, my dumbass. But we do have a nice silver tone, and this is honestly probably one of my favorite builds because I built it from the ground up, and this was a sleeper with a stock, slide off the TM. Has the gold BBU, as you can see in the back. right there, gold BBU by Edge. And also, this is short stroke to the max, so right there, it'll never lock back. It's gonna give me a nice little short stroke. I'm able to shoot a lot faster. It's gonna be a lot better. Like I said, we do have the silver two-tone kind of look going to it. This kind of build kind of gave me, you know, that COD gun is from the X16, the two-tone one. It was like all silver and then like the frame was black. That's kind of like where this came from. And I know it wasn't a Glock, but this is more of like the 1911 raced out version of it. And honestly, I just absolutely love it. And we do have the flared magwell, and it's just looking so freaking clean. All these little serrations, little ounces of metal, are gonna like make the gun lighter. We are using the very one and only stock TM outer barrel because I don't run tracers on my pistols. I think personally, I think they look ugly, and I think they look better like this as a standalone. Oh yeah, and before I go on any further, I do want to say that the green gas I use is the Elite Force one and the Balkan one. I do notice that with the Balkan one, it lasts a lot longer. The Elite Force ones, if you leave it at such a lot, like high pressure for just a short amount of time, I've noticed that the can just, you know, disappears like really quick. The Balkan one is lasting me a lot longer than the Elite Force one for sure. So that's the green gas right there. And so next up, guys, we're gonna be moving on to my actual primary weapons. Let's get right into it. Yes, you guys have seen it. We do have an HPA shotgun. Yes, guys, before you guys hate me, I know they hurt like a bitch. And honestly, they are a ton of fun to play with, especially you HPA. And I know what you're gonna say, why would you HPA, you know, such a great weapon that's green gas? Well, quite honestly, to me, the green gas does not last long for my liking. I actually want to play with this a lot more on the field. As you can see, I've got a ton of shells, and honestly, this thing is just a beast. Now, looking at it, we do have the Speed Tac decals, and they actually sent them out to me as a gift, or, you know, maybe they just include them in their order, but they did send me like 10 of them. So I did get like a good little like incentive. You know, I told them, you know, I make content for TikTok as well as YouTube, and they said, you know, rock on. They said they fully supported me all the way. They actually follow me on Instagram. So make sure you guys go show some support to Speed Tac. You know, they are absolutely just insane, bringing out the best products and decals, anything you guys can think of. Now, moving on to the Jag Arms, this is actually the Super CQB shotgun. Does that just not sound nice to you? Now, honestly, if I heard that, I'd probably run on the field. I wouldn't even challenge the person because these things honestly do hurt because they shoot 3-shot and 6-shot, and we are rocking the marvelous red dot, so that way we can aim down range and get anyone that we are just wanting to take out. Now, right here, as you can see, we do have the handle, and it does flip up like that, so we can actually get the nice little thing, you know, a lot more comfortable. Nice little click like always. Because it's not supported by heavy spring, it's able to make that nice, very solid shotgun, you know, reload noise. So it never gets old. Now, if you guys are really feeling like a, you know, a bitter person, you know, for airsoft, with this shotgun especially, you can slam fire. What is slam fire? You can hold down the trigger and you can just rack it as fast as you can, and it's gonna shoot every single time, whether you have it set to 3 or 6. And I know some people put adapters on them. Quite honestly, I just keep the shells on because I like the functionality of, you know, reloading it. And you'll actually see later on why I carry shells. And honestly, I like the aesthetic of it. Now, I know what you guys are gonna ask. If it's not green gas, if it's not CO2, how is it gonna be powered? Well, quite honestly, it's a quite and simple answer. It's gonna be called an HPA tank. And what is an HPA tank? Well, it's this baby right here. This is actually the Lambo of all HPA tanks. This is a carbon fiber tank, and this is just looking absolutely insane. If you can see right there, I got my own stickers, you know, a little drip on it. It's just how it's gonna be. And basically, you're gonna need one of these, which is a regulator. And this is gonna, you know, control the output of pressure that's gonna be outputted, you know, to your line and into your gun. So this tank alone is providing 3,000 PSI, which is pretty damn high. You know, you don't want a whole 3,000 PSI of pressure coming out at one time. So this regulator is to, you know, cap out and stop it. What you're essentially gonna do is now take this piece that we call the line, and this is already completed. This is all good to go. This is your source of power. You get it filled up right here. This is the fill valve. You're gonna take this line right here, and you see the little tap adapter at the bottom right here. You're gonna go right in so like that, and there's no air in it right now, but that's essentially what's gonna power this shotgun. Well guys, I know what you're gonna say. Yo, Sweaty, where's the Polar Stars? Where's the HBA builds? Where's the M4, you know, Beast F2, Jack F1, Kythera? Where are the builds at? Well guys, if you guys know me personally, I actually build to sell. What does that mean? Basically, I'll build a nice stock gun, I'll build it up to an HPA, make it a complete beast, and then I'll sell it. Why do I do this? It's primarily because I love building weapons, but I don't love them enough to keep them. So I actually sent to a better home. You know, people hit me up, yo, can you do this? What do you got for sale? You know, I'm the plug when it comes to HPA. So if you guys need any sort of build, hit me up. Now for the next one, we're gonna be doing our accessories, mags, basically all the attachments that I use for AIRSOFT. Let's get right into it. So guys, we're gonna be moving on to attachments, magazines, and I'm actually gonna show you guys, I'm gonna give you a little bit more of an in-depth, you know, kind of view on what I have and why I run it. So starting off, we'll do the regular G&G upgraded drip designer MCM/X-Row Customs, whatever you guys want to call it, custom suppressor. And this right here is gonna be showcasing a nice little two-tone silver black labeling, as you can see right there. And this was just a regular G&G suppressor. It was 20 bucks. I got, you know, it cost me like 20 bucks to get this done, and you know me, I love my drip, and this definitely is gonna add some drip to my loadout. Next up guys, we have just a regular Ace Tech tracer unit. This is the lighter S, and this is mainly just because, you know, I don't really run tracers too much, and this is just something to have just in case I do want to run it. It's, you know, super lightweight, it does the job, it lights up the BBs. And then next up guys is just a regular, you know, Biohazard Black Rain kind of compensator. Just kind of throw it on if I don't want to run, you know, the custom drip or the tracer, you know, just want something simple, you know, want to get that nice little AR-15 look, that's going to be added to that. And next up guys, we have a PTS grip. I actually don't know the name of them. I know this is just a CQB version of it. As you guys can see, it doesn't really feel in my hand. It kind of just gives that nice kind of feeling, you know, that there's a grip, that, you know, there's some sort of wall there when I'm holding my rifle or, you know, CQB weapon, anything to be honest. And it's just super comfortable, super lightweight, and super durable. And like I said, it's by PTS. PTS makes really good quality, you know, brands. Next up guys, we have the G&G mags. Now, the reason why I have two of these clear ones was because, you know, I was helping a local business out, my local field. You know, he's not too big, but, you know, he had some stuff that I actually kind of wanted. These two G&G, you know, mid caps right here, these hold 105. And what's the pros of them? They are actually transparent, and as you guys can see, there's little arrows and little like marks and like, you know, landmarks in a sense where, you know, it tells you how much, you know, BBs you have left. You know, right here is 100, 90, 60, so on and so forth, and it feeds every BB because it does have this follower that kind of like hangs out, make sure that, you know, you don't dry fire, you know, your gun. And essentially this is the same exact thing, except this one just, you know, isn't, you know, transparent. It does the same exact thing though. Next up guys, we're going to be moving on to the PTS mags, and these are going to be the customized PTS mags as well. Starting off, we have this little TikTok one that I did with my buddy Carlos. He's behind the camera right now. And we do have these little custom Speed QB mags bands that I actually made. Don't ask me to buy them because, you know, I can get sued for that. I just made them, put the stamping on there, called it good. It was cool. And then we do have the nice little Patrick decal. And the reason why we did that is because when you put it into the mag, it looks like he's kind of like stuck there, or he's just kind of chilling. So it's kind of dope. That's the whole story behind this mag. And then this one right here was my first ever sponsored mag by Rogue Customs. And this was actually to correlate with a pair of pants that I have that you guys will see later. The colorways definitely do match. And then this one is just super, absolutely nice. And right here, he stippled my name, Swavy Nation, because that's what the fam guys, all of you guys right there, Swavy Nation, that's all of you guys. So he kind of incorporated that, which was dope. And there's just dope stippling, super nice quality. And that's going to be the camo mag. And then lastly, we have the two MCM mags. Right here we have the opposite colorway. We have the silver and gold, and then we have a blue and gold. They have gold plates, and these all hold 150 rounds. They feed high RPS, and they're just super durable. And dude, I had to get my drip on. I'm not with that, you know, regular looking, you know, black mags, tan mags, gray mags, that, you know, that real ugly shit. I like to get my flare up. If you guys don't like the drip, hey, that's on you guys, but I'm not gonna fucks with it. Next up guys, we're gonna be moving on to gear. That was all, you know, my weaponry, you know, attachments, everything just, you know, as a whole. Now we're moving on to the gear. Let's get right into it. Bro, you ever guys get, oh shit, yo. Anyways guys, we're gonna start off with the Speed QB backpack. And honestly guys, before I say anything, you're about to pay $200 for a backpack, and there are some pros and there's some cons. What are the pros? It's super lightweight, has a retention strap, has 3 different settings, bandolier, backpack, chest pro setup, and that's incorporating, the NCR that they have, or any sort of, chest rig that you can kind of combine it together. There are some things lacking, like the plastic, these things right here on the sides. A great example. Last weekend, I played with Carlos. This thing broke while I was playing, Speed QB games, which kind of sucks. But what I kind of did, I kind of upgraded, the plastic ones, and I kind of replaced it was adding these, carabiners right here. And instead of it being plastic, it's these red nice ones right here. It's not gonna break. It's metal, super durable, super nice. As far as everything else goes, the freaking backpack itself is super nice, but you are limited to a certain amount of things that you can carry. Now, if you guys remember when I was talking about the shotgun shells, this is what I was talking about right here. This little, dump pouch thing is holding more shells. So the functionality of this is super nice. It's super great. Whenever running the shotgun, I just grab one, throw in my dump pouch whenever I'm done. Easy as that, easy as it goes, and it's just super awesome. Now, as far as, morale patches, we have the full auto only. Me and him are good buddies. Waifu patch, other, patches, Swavy incorporated patches. It's just super nice that I can display, personality within this backpack. Of course, with the red tiger kind of, setting, the theme of it is just super nice. Now, we kind of go inside the backpack. As you can see, we do have, guides right here for the line, so it's gonna be very secured. Like I was saying, that retention strap right here to hold the tank in itself, super nice. And you do have some space. I'm able to throw a wallet, phone, some extra, knickknacks, extra batteries, Allen keys. I'm able to carry that stuff on me while I'm playing or, traveling. I'm able to put gloves in here. I'm able to really fill this backpack. It's super nice. Like I said, the cons, the plastic, there's certain things that can be a problem, like the ripping on this stuff, the stitching does come off. The plastic is also super bad, con. I would replace those if you guys can. But lastly, there's this little pocket right here. You can actually add, magazine spots, or you can just add, extra storage. But what I kind of did on the side right here was, because there's molly straps right here, is I added another mag pouch right here just for, spare mag. It's gonna be like our last resort. I'll probably put like a high cap here, last resort. Kind of, need to sweep up, the field. That's kind of like what I would do. I just ripped off some Velcro, whoops. But yeah, that's gonna sum up the backpack. What's up, guys? We're gonna be doing the Speed QB belt next. And this is going to be correlating with the backpack, the colorway, the red tiger colorway, and the theme to match. Because, who the fuck buys one color? It's like kind of like buying like a camo backpack and it's green, and then your pants are a camo gray. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Get the ACU, get the wild woodland camo, get out of here with that shit. Match your colors. Now, moving on, guys. The belt setup is super nice. I did upgrade to a bigger dump pouch because the regular Speed QB dump pouch was not cutting it. So if you guys do order any sort of dump pouch, I highly recommend that you do not get the dump pouch. They're just super small. They don't really hold a whole lot. And honestly, I was kind of cliche that I just said match colors, and I do have this regular camo right here. If it was black, it'd be different. But I did upgrade to a bigger dump pouch, especially just for the mags, because I carry a lot of mags on me. And now right here, we do have 2 Condor, well actually dual Condor. So these are both Condor mag pouches, and I did take out the retention straps to make them fast mags. So they are all having PTS mags, like so. Looks pretty nice. As far as everything else, that's pretty much it. Memory foam, super comfortable. It's fitted. This is an ML, and super nice setup. Just holds magazines, disposes gun mags. That's about it. So next up, guys, we're gonna be moving on to the dye mask. This is my favorite dye mask. I actually got this as a Christmas present from my parents because this is actually what I wanted. I was kind of getting into airsoft. It's kind of new to it. People were like telling me to get a dye mask. I got a dye mask. This is exactly how it went. This is the one I went with. This is the Storm 2.0. This is a dye i5. And starting up at the top, we do have a GoPro waterproof case. And essentially, I bought it for the sheer fact that it's waterproof. And even though the Hero 7 Black is already waterproof, this actually adds a layer of protection to the lens. And I know a lot of people say like, oh, that's not gonna protect it. And actually it does. I play CQB and I have not shattered the lens at all. It looks completely brand new. Now, as far as the decals, I do have Speed QB Chrome Aromatic. Is that the right word? What is that word? Chrome holographic, Speed QB sticker. And it's looking pretty nice. And in the back right here is where it gets fun. These colors right here are, my grandma's favorite colors, and she's deceased at the moment, which is, unfortunate, but you know, she took good care of me and I love her so much. And these are her favorite colors. And as far as everything else goes, this is a retention strap for the i5. And if you just spin it, as you can see, it's getting tighter. So it can fit to like fat heads and small heads. So if you got a fat head, this is definitely the fucking mask that you want. Dude, honestly, Carlos, this is how like dye mask, like dye should like advertise their shit. If you got a fat head, you gotta get dye i5. You got a fat head, this is for you. So we're gonna be moving on to the, you know, what I wear for AIRSOFT. And this is actually the merch that I made. I made it for, you know, for AIRSOFT, and I made it for speed softing. And it actually has Velcro spots, so you can rep, you know, your morale patches, waifu patches, anything you guys can think of. And it actually just says Swavy Nation down the arm. So when you kind of hold it out like this, it'll say Swavy and then Nation, all one word. In the middle it says We Are the Culture. Because, you know, in AIRSOFT, we are the culture. There isn't no for the culture, none of that. It's we are the culture. We are what makes AIRSOFT AIRSOFT. Whether it's Milsim, Speed Soft, you know, backyard shooting, backyard games, it's AIRSOFT. Enjoy it. Like I said again, we are the culture. And if you guys ever do plan to buy any of these merches or any of these sweaters, long sleeves, t-shirts, hoodies, it will not come with the cat hair. I'm sorry guys, that's unfortunate, but no cat hair included. So for indoor gameplay, I will actually be rocking this long sleeve right here. And it, like I said, it has the Velcro spots. It's super comfortable. It's not like too thick where I won't be able to feel the hit. Because honestly, if you're playing AIRSOFT and you're trying to avoid hits, then this isn't really the sport for you. A part of, you know, playing AIRSOFT is feeling the hit and actually, you know, feeling that little bit of sting and pain. And if you're just trying to avoid it completely, then AIRSOFT I don't think is for you. Unfortunately, I hate to say that, but honestly, I think that's just my opinion. We're gonna be moving on with the pants, and these are actually just Walmart pants. These are $20, and I actually got my boy Carlos to buy a pair. These are super comfortable, super durable. I've slid in them. I've done practically everything you can think of. You know, slid, fall, fell, everything, and there's literally not any scratches along the kneecaps or anything. So all this right here, all this stuff, and it kind of looks like what the fuck is going on? Well, guys, as far as loadout, that concluded everything, and that's practically my whole loadout. You know, it's kind of small. It's gonna grow a lot bigger, but you know, I have a daughter right now, so I do gotta, you know, be mindful of where I spend my money. It can't all be for myself. It's gotta go to my baby girl and make sure she's well enough, you know, she's getting healthy. But as far as everything else goes, the things that you see right below, as far as everything else, it's just super awesome stuff. These are things that you can actually find on Lucky Strike Airsoft, which is going to be link in the bio or link below in the description, whatever you guys, however you guys are going to view this video, whether it be Instagram or, you know, to actually be TikTok or actually YouTube, because this is where it's going to be posted to. These are some of the things that you can actually buy. We have, you know, WeTech mags, Hicapa mags right here, standard mags, as far as, you know, high cap mags, you know, for M4s, 9-ball grip screws, you know, flared mag wells. And this isn't everything that I have. There's going to be a lot more. This is just, you know, a gist of it. You know, we got rubber buckings. The green buckings by far the best for your AEGs. Short stroke kits, speed loaders, speed triggers, more buckings. What else do we got down here? Let's see. We got barrel socks. We got rods too as well. We got, you know, we got more grip covers for your M4s. And these are just a small selection of things that you can actually find. Link in bio.
Talk about the pre-builds.
Oh yeah. There's also gonna be pre-builds. Now on this next order that I actually just made with my wholesale company, I actually did order some HVA engines. So we're gonna have, you know, custom SSGs, custom CM16s. We're gonna have a whole bunch of things. We got drum mags coming in. That's actually gonna go to Carlos, unfortunately. So the drum mags will be sold out like right when they get here. As far as everything else, we got Kytheras, F1s, Jacks, a whole bunch of stuff, PTS grips, everything, buckings, Decepticon buckings, whatever you guys can think of. We're gonna have a better and bigger selection all coming. We also are gonna be partnered with someone, I can't mention it right now, but just know it's gonna be for Hicapa parts. So yeah, we're gonna get that all rolling. You know, it's kind of, you know, set in stone. It's moving very slow, but very steady at the same time. So I'm all glad and well that you guys are all here, sticking around for, you know, the adventure, Swavy Nation's adventure. Whether, you know, it be for AIRSOFT, if you're here for the TikToks, you know, the funny videos, the skits, the loadout videos, my tips and tricks. But anyways, guys, it's your boy, Swavy, and Carlos. I hope you guys have a good day, and thank you for watching.
Bye, merch. Bye.